welcome to another episode of Sports Talk for You. There is only one word for this show, Luka. And you all know who we're talking about. Luka Doncic, the man who just shines. Every game he plays. Of course, last night he hit the game winner against the Los Angeles Clippers. Why they did not put Paul George or Leonard, I have no idea. Why? Why don't you put any of those guys on a guy that's already got 40 points in the game and he's their top scorer? It's just ridiculous.
I got a bone to pick with the Los Angeles Clippers. Doc Rivers knows better. And more importantly, Kawhi Leonard knows better. And you know what? I understand Kawhi Leonard's not a very quote-unquote vocal leader, watching him through the years with my Spurs. But you know what? Would have spoken volumes if the guy just shoved the guy defending Luka out of the way and shows that I'll take him from here on out. Because that guy absolutely torched the torched the Clippers on one ankle.
Foot, yes.
And not to mention Porzingis was out. That is ridiculous. And for Doc Rivers to sit on the bench, forget Kawhi Leonard for a second, but to sit on the bench and say, Paul George or Kawhi, you don't have to really guard them. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
You need to switch. From here on out, they need to switch or else they're going to lose this series. Doesn't matter if it's in 6 or 7. They will lose unless Kawhi Leonard or Paul George, mainly Kawhi Leonard, because he's the best two-way player in the NBA, should be guarding him from here on out. Anyway, that's my whole little rant on the LA Clippers. But Luka Doncic, man, that guy was amazing.
Well,
one ankle, Aaron. One ankle.
The guy's amazing, and I'm not going to say whoever guarded him on that last-second shot last night did a terrible job because the guy put a hand in his face.
Mm-hmm.
He literally had a hand in his face, and Doncic just, there you go. I'm going to do it right in your face. But the guy is amazing. He's getting compared right now to maybe the next Larry Bird. I know you said today you want to compare him to Magic Johnson and Larry Bird. And then again, people are saying, the last guy to hit a game-winning shot at his age was Michael Jordan. Because I think Michael Jordan was younger than Luka, if I believe, when he hit his last-second shot. So Luka is the second youngest player to ever hit a last-second shot in a playoff game. But in 3 playoff games, this guy is just tearing it up. He's averaging 31 points a game, 10.4 rebounds. He's almost got a triple-double. He's averaging 9.8 assists. A 21-year-old in the NBA almost averaging a triple-double in the playoffs. You can't tell me this guy is going to shine in the future. He's already shining now as a rookie or second-year guy, sorry.
Right. No, but what made it funny last night, and I might be a smidge off on the stats, but he had, 40 to 43 points, 17 rebounds or assists, and, 13 assists or rebounds, whichever one it was, on one ankle.
Well, my thing is, on the inbounds play, why don't you double team him and make somebody else shoot a 3 from that range that hasn't scored all night? Make somebody else beat you.
See, that requires smarts, and apparently the Clippers just were not having it yesterday.
Rivers is a smart coach. That's why I'm kind of stunned. Why wouldn't he think of this?
No, you're right. You're right. And here, I'm just throwing the whole Clippers team under the bus here, especially when Porzingis, his second best player on the Mavs, did not play. Really?
Yeah.
Really.
Now we go Game 5, I believe, is tonight or is it tomorrow? Tomorrow. Game 5 tomorrow, I believe. So I still have faith in the Clippers. I believe they'll rebound. But when Porzingis comes back for the Mavs, if Doncic keeps doing what he's doing and Porzingis gets hot, watch out.
Yeah, no, it's going to it'll be tough. You got to know half the battle in this playoffs, no matter your seeding, is not being afraid of the other opponent. That's half the battle. And honestly, Doncic is not scared of Kawhi in the Clippers, let alone Paul George in the Clippers. And here's the other thing. going into this season, the Clippers were supposed to be the best defensive team in the NBA. Yeah, when you're giving up 130 points in a stinking playoff game, when you're the second best player sitting on the bench with an injury, and you let one guy go off, that is ridiculous. You know, and I guarantee you the 1980s and 1990s are kind of rolling in their graves or whatever you call it, because those guys would not allow you free range at the basket, let alone free 3-point attempts, you know.
Exactly.
And the defense is just atrocious. And I'm going to bring up one more game, which is the Toronto game. Really, Nets, you're going to allow 150 points? Really? I
Yeah.
mean, I know you're down like 0-3, but 150 points. It's like you're watching an all-star game. That's just ridiculous.
Yeah. So again, game 4 goes to the Mavericks. Last second shot by Luka Doncic, who ended up with 43 points. He is now probably 2 or 3 assists, maybe 13 assists next game. Will get him to average a triple double for the playoffs, which is just outstanding for a young 21-year-old. To close it up, I I'm just stunned right now. I don't know what to say about Luka. If the
Oh,
Mavericks get by the Clippers, they will be in the finals.
yeah, I mean, it's a definite possibility, and it kind of reminds me of the Mavericks' huge upset against Golden State when the Mavericks were actually number 1 seeded, and the Warriors upset them when they were the 8th seed.
Yeah,
And Doncic, to me, the way he can take over reminds me of Patrick Mahomes. So I think he's the Patrick Mahomes of the NBA, period.
yes, I agree.
And he's making everybody else better, as well as also taking over a game if need be.
I agree. So tomorrow, watch Game 5, Clippers Mavericks, Doncic against Kawhi Leonard. It'll be a great matchup, and if there goes, it might only go 6 games. Who knows? But we will have another show regarding Luka Doncic after the series is over. Win or lose, we're still going to talk about it. So be sure to stay tuned in for that, and we will see you guys next time.
And also, one more thing, Aaron.
Yeah.
If Doc Rivers does not put Kawhi Leonard on Luka Doncic, then he is the wrong coach for this team. Period.
And there you have it from the wonderful Adam. We will see you guys next time.